That is not the only trick Republicans have up their sleeve. Even more than cheating, what Republicans have done is tap into the deep, rich vein of cultural resentment that runs through America's heartland like an artery clogged with hate butter. And liberals, to be fair, sometimes make it pretty easy for them to do that.
All right, folks, welcome to Give Me Five. Bill Maher, if this is Monday, we must have something that Bill Maher said on Friday. And by the way, with all this discussion of the racist remarks made by the LA Clippers, or the LA Clippers owner, what about the remarks made over and 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 over by Bill Maher, who is a minority New York Mets owner? Oh, you could use the C word to describe Republican women if you're Bill Maher and the minority owner of the New York Mets, because you're saying it about Republican women. I get it. Thanks for clearing that up, Steve. Oh, you're welcome, Steve. All right. All right, now let's stick here. Bill Maher is actually going to take liberals to task. Watch.
When Gwyneth Paltrow said her divorce was a conscious uncoupling, even I wanted to jump in a truck, crank up the Leonard Skinner, and shoot up a farmer's market. And as a comedian, I don't like it when political correctness Nazis hound me to censor every joke and apologize for every slight. And when I have to learn how to pronounce words like chai and quinoa, I just want to shove a head of kale up there.
All right, well, there he is. Now, you see, he calls himself a comedian. Notice? So that's how he claimed, that's how he gets away and it gets a pass on everything. He gets away with everything, gets a pass on everything, because he calls himself a comedian. But yet he goes on shows as a political commentator, offering political opinions, which is what he always offers. But he tries to make it funny. It's not that he doesn't mean what he says. If he doesn't mean what he says, let him come out and say, by the way, I don't mean any of this. I'm just trying to be funny. I don't believe that that's the case at all. You know he means what he says. Now listen to this one.
I also, for example, think it's ridiculous that Facebook has now decided we have to choose in our profile from 56 different genders, including transgender, cisgender, and of course, Bruce gender.
All right, now, if I had said that and claimed I was trying to be entertaining, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know that, and I know that. But Bill Maher gets away with everything. Gets away with everything, and he continues to be minority owner of the Mets. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? And how about this?
But even atheists make me roll my eyes sometimes, like when they sue to have a cross taken down from a building. Oh, for f***'s sake, we're atheists, not vampires. You can't handle seeing a cross now and then, you picked the wrong country.
All right, well, look, I give him credit for going the other way, if you will, and trashing, you know, liberals and radical atheists for being intolerant, and the Facebook with 50-something different gender choices, which, come on, boggles the mind, does it not? And here's more from Bill Maher.
So I get it. Liberals can be obnoxious, and that's why lots of Americans say we don't want politicians nagging about what we can name our football team or how big our soda can be or what we can eat or who we've offended. We have wives for that. But don't cut off your nose to spite your face. One of the Republicans' strongest voting blocs is low-income whites who didn't go to college. These are people who desperately need a minimum wage hike, need unions, they need health care, but not if it's got Obama's name on it.
But then to balance out the whole segment, ladies and gentlemen, lest the liberals decide to start calling up and writing letters, this puts their minds at ease. You ready? Watch.
Remember, for every liberal with a cause who makes you go, oh, just shoot me, there's a conservative with a gun who will.
Yeah, there you go. So he evened it out with that 7-second statement. The whole segment gets evened out with 7 seconds. All right. By the way, do you know he's a minority owner of the New York Mets last time I checked? Yeah. Steve Malzberg Show, Newsmax Television.
The Steve Malzberg Show.